तो रजा एग्जाम कॉर्नर क्वेश्चन 4 देखते हैं ਆਪਾਂ फॉर फंड फ्लो स्टेटमेंट बैलेंस शीट ऑफ काकू एंड टोनू ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ गिवन है ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग कि आज इस क्वेश्चन से रजा कुछ डिफरेंट लग रहा है एनीथिंग सीम्स टू बी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द प्रीवियस क्वेश्चंस वी डिड एनीवन टेल मी रजा ओके चेष्टा इज सेइंग कैलेंडर ईयर अदरवाइज नॉर्मली इट्स फाइनेंशियल ईयर ओके चलो मान लेते हैं एनीथिंग एल्स बट आई नीड समथिंग एल्स Ritika, what is different in opening closing? Yeah, it's straight. Opening is simple, closing is this. Okay. Tell me something else. What's different in this balance sheet and the balance sheets we did in the previous classes? In the previous questions? Tell me. What's a big difference? Okay, accumulated depreciation is given. Okay. Anything else? This point also I'll discuss today. This is important for this question. Anything else? One major difference is there. One major difference is there, Raja. Check out. Everyone? No. Okay. Listen to this. Normally we did all the questions for a company, Raja. For a company. Is it a balance sheet of a company? Tell me. This loan is similar, Raja. That's simple. Anywhere it can be there. Tell me. Is it a question of a company? Yes or no? Is it the balance sheet of a company? No, because company has a vertical balance sheet. First of all, this is a horizontal balance sheet like a previous times. And especially it's not any company or any limited है ना? Name is no say in the name we denote na A limited, X private limited and so on. But this is a balance sheet of Kaku and Tonu means it's a partnership firm, Raja. It can be alone Kaku also, then it will be sole proprietor. And if it is Kaku and Tonu, it's a partnership firm. Yes or no? Means it is not a question of a company. First major difference. Agree? Now this major difference attracts a point that we are not having share capital or debentures like that. Not the aspects covered by a company, but we have only capitals, opening capital and closing capital. Okay, Raja? Opening capital and closing capital. ठीक है, now first of all we'll discuss one more concept, then we'll come back to this question. We'll actually cover this only. Raja, we have done 5 adjustments. Yes or no? Means adjustments relating to fund flow statement. First of all, we did provision for tax, then dividend point, proposed dividend, interim dividend, investments, Fixed assets, yes or no? For fixed assets, I want to discuss one thing. We covered the cases where we have two accounts. One is the fixed asset account and the other is the those that is provision for depreciation account. Yes or no? Agree? We did that method. Now listen. Thing can be presented in the balance sheet like in a balance sheet we have two sides. This is a liability side, this is an asset side. Listen very carefully, you have to be alert. We know that while posting balances in assets and liability side of the balance sheet, we can post machinery here, suppose 1 lakh, less accumulated depreciation, suppose 10,000, and the net balance is 90,000. Yes or no? This is one way of presentation in the balance sheet. Everyone, yes or no? 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 Everyone, this is one way of presentation, that this is gross value, this is AD, and this is the net value. Okay. Although we know there will be second account or second year also, but we'll understand the concept from 1 year only. But it can also be presented like, tell me, this is the liability side, this is the asset side. It can also be presented like machinery or furniture. What we take machinery? Machinery we can show on the asset side at rupees 1 lakh, and the provision for depreciation or accumulated depreciation 10,000 could be shown on the liability side. Is it also the same presentation? It can also be possible. Net is 90,000, net is 90,000. Yes or no? Are both the methods correct? Srishti, Chesta, Madhvi, Ritika. Both the methods correct? We need 90,000 net value. Yes or no? In this method, it's 90,000 net. In this method also, it's 90,000 net. There is also a third way. What's that? I can show you the balance sheet. This is liability side, this is asset side. I'll show you the machinery at 90,000. This is also correct, yes or no? The purpose is to show the machinery value at net 90,000 rupees, yes or no? Tell me, Raja. The purpose is to to show the machinery value at 90,000 net. So it can also be shown like this, or like this, yes or no? But what's the important key point? In the first method, Raja, do we have gross value of asset and value of friend also, AD also, yes or no? Both the values are present. So we can put in the accounts. In the second method also, this is the gross value. So we can prepare machinery account using gross value 1 lakh and accumulated depreciation 10,000. Everyone, yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Quick, quick, quick. Just you have to write yes or no. Be quick. Okay. Now, but in this, what's the value of machinery? This is the gross value or net value? Tell me. 90,000 is gross or net? Very good. It's a net value. But we need to make machinery account at gross value. Let us suppose question has not stated anything, then we'll make machinery account on this value only. This is one thing, yes or no? But normally it can also happen that we are having machinery's opening and closing values here, and in adjustment the question has given us provision for depreciation, opening value and closing value. Let us suppose opening value is 10,000. Opening is anything else? Closing is 10,000. So tell me, now we'll come to the catching point. Madhvi Raja, we need to make the fixed asset account, machinery account at gross value or net value? At gross value or net value? Machinery account should be made at gross or net? Fixed asset should always be prepared at everyone. Fixed asset account should always be prepared at, yes, very good, gross values. ठीक है? But this is the net value. How can we reach gross value? By adding this depreciation value to the net value, yes or no? So we can add back and reach the gross value 1 lakh. Everyone, yes or no? Agree? This is one of the most important case of the fixed asset adjustment. We are spending time on this, then only we can do the question. Am I clear, everyone? We know as per the first method, second method, third method of presentation, balance sheet can be shown like this in the question. So we'll pick the gross values, will pick the AD value. Simply we can solve. It can also be presented like this. Machinery is at gross value, AD is at 10,000. We can make both the accounts. But the third presentation says only in the balance sheet, only the machinery value is given. And that will be given 90,000 net. So that net value can be grossed up by adding the depreciation from the adjustments. If this is not given, then you can simply solve at 90,000. That's okay. That's net gross whatever we have to solve like that. But if provision for depreciation or accumulated depreciation values are given in the adjustments, you have to gross up your assets back for making the ledger, yes or no? Because we know when both values are there, we need to prepare fixed asset at a gross values. Clear everyone? Clear everyone? Clear everyone? So the star point is that if accumulated depreciation or provision for depreciations opening and closing values are given in the adjustment, we will add them back to the fixed asset to get the gross values. Okay, Raja? Then we'll make the machinery or fixed asset account. This is the final conclusion of this point. Clear, Raja? Okay. Everyone say okay, yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, Raja. So let's move. Now check this question back. They have given us machinery, land and building. 3 fixed assets. They are saying during a year, machinery costing this, accumulated depreciation this was sold for this. This is the working note concept. But next line, read the next line. The provision for depreciation against machinery. दोस्त किसका है राजा? Machinery का. Provision for depreciation against machinery as on 1st January 2005 and 31st December 2005 means opening and closing. Provision for depreciation values are given in the adjustments. Whenever provision for depreciation or accumulated depreciations opening and closing values are given in the adjustments, means that fixed asset is given at net values. That we understood from this concept, yes or no, that we did today. Means the inside the value is at a net value. Okay, Raja? Now for solving, what will you do? You'll add the opening AD to the opening asset value, closing AD to the closing asset value, will gross up. then only we can make machinery account. Everyone, yes or no? Clear for this question also? Check out once. Okay, Ritika, Srishti. Next, Raja, quick. Okay, Madhvi. Next. Sanya and Chesta. Clear, bacha? Okay. So first of all, let's see the machinery account and provision for depreciation account for this question. So your machinery account will be shown by opening balance and closing balance after grossing up. After grossing up means you will add 62,500 to 2 lakh and you will add 1 lakh to 1 lakh 37,500. So 2 lakh 62,500 opening balance and 237,500 closing balance. Any doubt? Brought down and carry down. ठीक है, and the provision for depreciation will be opened and closed on 62,500 and 1 lakh. Now we'll read the first adjustment and we'll wind up this account. They are saying during the year a machinery costing 25,000, accumulated depreciation 7,500, sold for 12,500. So we have to make a working note. Cost 25,000, AD 7,500, WDV remains 17,500 and that is sold for 12,500. There will be a loss of rupees 5,000. Yes or no? There will be a loss of rupees 5,000. Now we'll put in the account by cash hyphen sale 12,500, by P&L hyphen loss 5,000, and for 7,500 we'll put a quickly cross entry with the friend 7,500. Yes or no? And the balancing figure will be in the provision account by P&L hyphen depreciation provided. So both the accounts are clear. Done. Tell me if you have any doubt. Now the sale will go to FFS, loss will go to FFO, quickly doesn't go anywhere. By P&L will go to FFO. Bas. 3 points. We know by P&L loss, by P&L depreciation added to the FFO, and sale of asset is a source. ठीक है राजा? Now next important point. We discussed that today this question is not of company. This is the again next different point from the previous questions. ठीक है, this is a question of Kaku and Tonu, means this is a sole proprietor or partnership. Tell me, this is a partnership firm. If there will be one name, then it's a sole proprietorship, and if there are two names, means it's a partnership firm. Now what's different in this? Again one new concept. This question needs one. This concept was new and now second concept. This is a partnership firm. This is not a company. This is not a company. So it will not have share capital, doesn't have debentures and loans and so on. ठीक है now. Now what we need to do? Whenever the question is of sole proprietorship or partnership firm, we'll solve the question by starting with closing capital formula. We'll start the question with formula of closing capital. What is closing capital? Capital at the end of the year. We started the business with the opening capital. Opening capital, we started the year. If there will be a net profit, the capital will increase. If there will be a net loss, the capital will decrease. If there will be additional capital, capital will increase. If there will be drawings, the capital will be decreased. Everyone, yes or no? This is opening capital plus net profit minus net loss. any one thing can be here. Plus additional capital and minus drawings from capital. Is the formula for closing capital clear to you all? Everyone, yes or no? Formula clear to you all? Clear, Raja? ठीक है? So what we'll do now? We have got closing capital formula. So if not company's question, आम बदना means sole proprietor or partnership. ठीक है? So capital at the end means closing capital is equal to opening capital plus net profit plus fresh capital or additional capital minus drawings. So we know the closing capital value, we know the opening value of capital, and then do we have any additional capital or drawings? No. We are having net profit for the year 1,12,500. 1,12,500. So we are having net profit also. Fresh capital is not given, and the balance will be drawings. Tell me, any doubt? Any doubt, everyone? Okay, now one more point to be discussed here, Raja. When you'll solve now, in exam, you don't know that you will get fresh capital or drawings from this formula. Profit or loss तो चलो समझ आ जाएगा. In this also, you can show both and you leave these values and solve the other part. Tell me, if you pick up the calculator, you'll write 3,82,500 and you'll deduct 3,12,500. इधर जाके माइनस हो जाएगा राजा, एंड ये भी माइनस करो इधर जाके, माइनस 1,12,500. So your value will be minus 42,500 on the left side. So this side, what will you write? Fresh capital or drawings? You need a positive in rupees, na? So you will consider fresh capital to be nil and minus drawings you will consider. So drawings and amount will reverse their sides, both will be positive. So drawings will be rupees 42,500. This way you can say. Or one thing more you can do, you can think it off only by using the fresh capital. You can also do, you only use additional capital or fresh capital. If you get that in positive, it's a additional capital. If you get that in negative, it's a drawings. Yes or no? Are you understanding? If you always think fresh capital, if you get that in negative, it will be a drawing, and if it's in positive, it's a fresh capital, additional capital. Clear, Raja? ठीक है. Now what's the use of fresh capital and drawings? Fresh capital will be a source and drawings will be a application, will be an application. Okay, Raja? Clear, Raja? That's the purpose of solving this. Now all the major concepts are done in this question. Now let's wind up this question, important one. In today's class will be important for 2-3 concepts. ठीक है राजा? So first point will be working capital statement. What will you do in that? Cash, debtors, stock, and CL will be creditors. With 4 things you will make the working capital statement. Yes or no? Quick final yes or no? Let's wind this up. Okay. ठीक है. एक एडजस्टमेंट का एग्जांपल भी रहता था राजा, दैट वी हैव डन इन दिस क्लास. So note all the cases from that. Okay, then this working note we have discussed and solved. Closing capital से हमें drawings मिल गई राजा. Then land account is given. It's increasing. The value is increasing from opening to closing. Then it's a purchase. Building value is increasing. Again, it's a purchase. Okay. Now we'll go to FFO. What will be there in FFO? First of all, FFO starts with profits, means it will start with the net profit 1,12,500. Then we are having depreciation provided in the account, that will be there. I think nothing else. Yes, loss or profit. So FFO only these many points. Net profit, depreciation provided, loss on sale. Clear, Raja? Then FFS. Tell me all the things for FFS, Raja, for final touch up for this question. Starting will be FFO. Second will be working capital. 2 points we'll discuss. We always discuss, है ना? Now, what all further things will be there? This is done. Current assets are done. Machinery. There was a sale or if any purchase in the account. Land is purchased, building is purchased, that we know. Machinery, I don't think it was purchased. That will be purchases will be posted on the application side and sales will be posted on the sources side. Then Mr. Kaku's loan, it's decreasing. Loan is decreasing means we are paying out. So it's an application. It's an application. Then loan from SBI is increasing means it's a source of 25,000. ठीक है. और कैपिटल का यहाँ कुछ नहीं आएगा. It will only attract drawings or additional capital. So we have found out the drawings. So drawings will be on the drawings से capital reduce होती रहता है. So it's an application. So FFO, working capital, repayment of Kaku's loan, raising of loan from SBI and drawings. These are these many points. Then sale of machinery, purchase of land, purchase of building. Fresh capital was not there, just for remembering the point we have written now. Clear, Raja? Tell me if you are having any doubt. Anyone, any doubt? Mhm. Ritika, please take all the screenshots, Raja.